Mario Party Superstars has been a smash hit on Switch, and was there any doubt? Superstars is packed with everything the fans love most about the series, including the minigames. 100 minigames to be exact. These minigames are supposed to be the most iconic minigames across the series, but like every Mario Party game, there are several duds. In this video, I'll go over the minigames that should have been in Mario Party Superstars, and the ones that shouldn't have. Let's go. There are a total of 12 minigames included from the original Mario Party, 3 of which I decided to alternately cut. The first is Piranha's Pursuit. This minigame, though I agree captures the essence of the original Mario Party, just sucks. It's impossible for the team of 3 ground pounding on the cloud to win unless the person on the skateboard trips up. And even then, the skateboarder can trip up once and still win. It just makes it feel like the minigame is a waste of time, and there's just no point in bothering even ground pounding. The second minigame I cut was Tug of War. This is one of the minigames that gave people blisters back in 1999. Why on earth would they bring this back? I guess there's the rubber on the Switch joystick now, but still. And Nintendo was fully aware of the joystick drift issue on the controllers. I mean, people are sending in their controllers to get fixed by them, so it's like, why would you even put this minigame back knowing that, you know, people are probably going to use their palm to rotate the joystick in order to win. That's what I do all the time, and I'm, I don't know. This minigame does not help with the joystick drift issue, and sure, it's classic Mario Party, but I don't think it should be in Superstars. The last minigame in Mario Party I decided to cut was Handcar Havoc. This might be a controversial pick because I know it's a classic minigame, but I don't know, I don't remember it being so hard. I swear, every time I play with my friends, the person with the computer always wins, and the team with 2 humans always falls off the track. I mean, maybe we just suck, but I don't know, it's just not fun when there's no actual challenge between the 2 teams. So for these minigames, I tried to replace with similar minigames, in that if I cut a 2 vs 2 minigame, I replace it with another 2 vs 2 minigame, whether it's from the same game or from another entry in the series. So to replace the 2 1 vs 3 minigames that I cut, I added in Beam Team from Mario Party 5 and Snowball from Mario Party 6. Both these minigames are well balanced 1 vs 3, which is rare in Superstars, because I find most of the 1 vs 3s are very imbalanced to either the solo player or the team. But both of these are also so fun and unique. It was a bit of a toss-up for replacing Handcart Havoc, and I've narrowed it down to either Battery Ram or Sphere Factor, both from Mario Party 7. I think Mario Party 7 is very underrated when it comes to their minigames, and both these minigames stand out for me as great minigames that I would love to have been included in Superstars. Mario Party 2. There is a total of 19 minigames for Mario Party 2 in Superstars, where I once again decided to cut 3 minigames. The minigames I cut were Sneak and Snore, Roll Call, and Honeycomb Havoc. Sneak and Snore, while I agree is classic, usually ends up with all my friends getting fucked by Chain Chomp. It'd be nice if when you actually stopped moving your joystick, you went into the barrel, but there always seems to be a delay. I think I read somewhere that the faster you go, the longer it takes for you to get in the barrel, but still, it just usually ends up with no one winning. Maybe we just suck again though, I don't know. Roll Call got the cut because everyone pretty much just copies someone, and we already have a superior counting minigame in Goomba Spotting, so we didn't need another counting minigame. And Honeycomb Havoc, while it is a personal favorite of mine, truly, unfortunately, it's a bit luck-based depending on where you start in line, and it takes a long time to finish, so I decided to cut it. Since all 3 of these minigames are free player, I replaced them with other free player minigames. I've added in Platform Peril for Mario Party 2, Locked Out for Mario Party 3, and Hotel Goomba for Mario Party 5. Platform Peril is just a classic with a great tune. Locked Out, I'm honestly surprised was not included already in Superstars. It's just so unique and a superior minigame of fighting for the right key to unlock the door and progress to the next stage, and is everything I love about Mario Party. And Hotel Goomba is a puzzle-based minigame, while also a race where each time you play can be different based on the arrangements of the Goombas. Mario Party 3. Mario Party 3 has the most minigames in Superstars, for a total of 24 minigames, and I've decided to cut 2 of them, and they are both coin-based minigames. Superstars has 10 coin minigames, and personally I think that's just too much. And 2 of the worst ones are River Raiders and Puddle Paddle. Both of these minigames are boring, and River Raiders is just very unbalanced for the solo player. To replace these minigames, I've added in Lights Out for Mario Party 2 and Clock Stoppers for Mario Party 5. Lights Out is probably the more well-known minigame, from the franchise, and it's very balanced 1 vs 3, but also a lot of fun. The adrenaline you get when all the lights go out and you have no idea where the swingers are is really something else. In Clock Stoppers, I'm sure not many people would not know what I'm talking about unless I showed a clip of the minigame. It's still a lot of fun because it can lead to a lot of yelling between team members trying to coordinate the clock handles to the right positions. And I always encourage fighting in Mario Party. Mario Party 4. There were only a total of 8 minigames for Mario Party 4, which I think is a bit low for the entry. But the 8 they chose were great, and so I didn't cut any. Mario Party 5. Mario Party 5 was also a great entry in the series and has a total of 10 minigames included in Superstars. And again, I thought all 10 were great choices, so I didn't cut any again. Mario Party 6. Mario Party 6 is one of my top 3 favorite Mario Parties. Maybe top 2. Either way, it's very up there. So I was happy to see that a total of 12 minigames made the cut from this entry. Unfortunately, they were not the best that Mario Party 6 has to offer, and I decided to cut 4 minigames from this entry, the most I cut from any game in this video. However, because I love Mario Party 6 so much, I replaced 3 of those minigames with 3 others from the entry, much more superior Mario Party 6 minigames, and 1 from another game which I'll talk about shortly. So, I decided to cut Trapeze Artist, which is just a luck-based minigame that involves pressing one button once. There's a bit of timing involved, but essentially you're just hoping that at any given time you have the most Goombas under your net, or at least a couple of golden Goombas. I also cut Snow World. Now, I absolutely love Snow World, but only on the GameCube. The controls were much more challenging on the GameCube controller, since the buttons are more spread out, but challenging in a good way. It actually involved skill, and I remember I had mastered the 2-hand approach of pressing the buttons in order very fast. But on the Joy-Con, it's pretty much just button mashing all the buttons at once. It's less fun, which is a shame. The next 2 I cut are both coin minigames, and they include X-Ray Payday, which, I mean, is fine, but it's just not very challenging or exciting. And then I also decided to cut Cash-A-Pull, which I greatly despise. I think it's one of the worst minigames ever, and just has no place in Superstars. So to replace these minigames, I've added in Circuit Maximus, Blooper Scooper, and Clean Team, all from Mario Party 6. These minigames are far more exciting to play in my opinion. Circuit Maximus involves patience to maneuver through the amps, but the pressure of it being a race really puts on the stress. Blooper Scooper is equally as stressful, but also just so funny to watch. I don't know, I just really love that minigame. And Clean Team, while maybe not the most exciting, is a solid 2 vs 2 minigame, especially when you compare it to Cash-A-Pull. But since I cut 4 minigames from Mario Party 6, I need another free player minigame, and I decided to add in Conveyor Player from Mario Party 9. I'm assuming there's a lot of people out there who don't even know what I'm talking about unless I show the clip, which I am doing right now. But honestly, Mario Party 9 is very underrated when it comes to its minigames. A lot of the minigames in Mario Party 9 are motion-based, so, you know, it's very limited in the amount of minigames that I guess could have been included in Superstars. But Conveyor Player is not one of those minigames, and was the obvious choice for me. It's puzzle-based, which we don't really have enough of in Superstars, and very stressful, but in the great Mario Party way that we all love. For Mario Party 7, there are a total of 6 minigames included in Superstars, and I decided not to cut any of them. I thought they chose pretty good minigames. Granted, some of them are those bonus minigames that you can't play on the board games, but whatever. For the last 3 entries in the franchise, Mario Party 8, Mario Party 9, and Mario Party 10, I decided to cut 1 from each. For these, I will first discuss the minigames I cut from each of them, and then discuss the ones I added. Mario Party 8 only has 2 minigames in Superstars, which, to be fair, makes sense since most of the minigames in this entry are motion sensor based, and that's really hard to kind of translate into Superstars. But Winner or Dinner just didn't make the cut. I do love the Oasis vibe and the cutscene at the end, but it's pretty boring, and it's another coin-based minigame that just isn't needed, and in my opinion, not worthy of Superstars. Mario Party 9 to me has so many great minigames, and 4 of them were added to Superstars, but I ultimately cut Manner of Escape, mainly due to it being a luck-based minigame. The vibe of the minigame is unique, and a couple of luck-based minigames wouldn't hurt, but it just, I don't know, just didn't make my list compared to other minigames that are out there. Mario Party 10 has 3 minigames in Superstars, which I'm surprised it has that much. Definitely the worst entry in the franchise, but it did have some alright minigames. Flash Forward is not one of them though. I mean, it's fine, but just, I don't know, considering you can just sit there for 90% of the minigame and then just jump in and punch your way to the front really irks me. So with these 3 minigames cut, I decided to replace them with a specific type of minigame that is lacking from Superstars. And they are duel minigames. There are only 5 duel minigames in Superstars, which seems small considering how often a duel can happen. I don't know, with 5 it just seems repetitive, so I decided that, 3 more duels would be great to make it a more diverse selection. First, I added Camp Yukiki from Mario Party 7. Mario Party 7 has some really strong duels, which I'm sure not many people remember, and Camp Yukiki always stands out for me. It's essentially an obstacle course that can be pretty exciting to watch. Though not the most challenging, it's still a solid duel minigame. Next, I've added T-5 from Mario Party 6. This minigame is all about timing, and is pretty unique compared to the other duels already included in Superstars. I've also added Boot Off the Stage for Mario Party 6. Clearly I love Mario Party 6, but this minigame is a lot of fun and can definitely get challenging. Just imagine the anxiety of having to duel another player in this minigame for all your coins. Well, there you have it. 15 minigames I felt should not have been in Mario Party Superstars, and 15 minigames I replaced them with. To be honest, there are other minigames I probably could have replaced as well, but these were the 15 I felt most passionately should be cut. But overall, the selection of minigames in Superstars is very solid, and I'm very happy with what we have. I'm genuinely curious to know what minigames you would have cut from Superstars. Let us know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, keep pressing A.